Hello. Our office is destroyed right now. We've got like fall stuff in here. It's fine. This is Dan's office technically, but I throw all my crap in. So poor Dan. Poor Dan. Everyone say poor Dan. Okay. Hello, hello. You should know who I am because I'm on my personal page. So I'm Angela. It's nice to see everybody. I'm going for a walk right now, and I just realized. Give me a second. I just realized I didn't put my the things. I tell you, when I'm doing 5 things at once, I cannot think. My eye watch, whatever you want to call it. I didn't start the exercise. Hey, Vivian, how are you? So, I feel like I haven't really just caught up with y'all, about everything and just life and just saying hi and stuff. So, I've got about 23 minutes. So I thought, hey, why don't we just have a life chat? We just chat, say hi, see how everyone's doing. How are you, Miss Vivian? Hi, Amanda. Hi, Pam. It's nice to see you. How's it going, Amanda? Okay, so a few things. First off, today's Saturday. We're all alive and well, so that's exciting, right? So that's all good. Counting the blessings. Let's talk about today. I'll just start with today. It is getting long, Pam, and I actually just got it cut. I will have to post my photos. So it was the only length she took off was just trimming it, but she did layers because I needed a little something. I need a little pep. You know what I mean? I just felt like I needed some pep. But I'm going to be completely honest. And Jenna, if you pop on here, I don't know if you will or not, but if you do, this is nothing against you because Jenna was voted, my hairdresser was voted the #1 hairstylist in Lansing. So she's amazing. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I totally had Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox vibes, but big hair, on their big hair days. That was it. She curled everything under, and it was right after she had hair dried, so I had massive volume. It was I was I'm a cool mom hairstyle. That's what it was. It was out here. So anyway. Oh, that's awesome, Viv. Oh, I'm glad you get to see your friend. Hi, Kat. How are you, lovey? How are you, gorgeous? Thank you, Pam. So, I guess since we're talking about my hair, we'll just talk about the haircut. I got my hair cut yesterday, but it is getting long. Guys, if you don't remember, I started taking the collagen in October of last year, and my hair was literally here. This was where my hair was at. And it grew from here to here, and even a little bit longer because she trimmed it yesterday. So maybe here. It grew that much in a year. Oh, it's over a year because it was October. So almost 14 months. It grew that much. Yes, I am, Kat. I was I gotta multitask. It's my life. Which I do not condone multitasking. I do not. Thank you, Carmen. Yes, I got layers put in it. So I like it now because it toned down. I slept on it, all the things. But and let's be real. Up here, so I said give me some bangs, a little bit. Not a lot, still give me some length, but a little bit. So she didn't have this part. She had it over here. And they were they were fancy bangs. And I was just oh, I need to fix that. So, I said, it wasn't anything against Jenna because she's amazing, but it was a little extra for me. It was a little too. I don't know, but it was. Oh, good, Pam. You should. It's so good. So, since I'm talking about yesterday, I'll start with yesterday. Hi, Linda. How are you? Thank you, Amanda. Okay, so yesterday was Friday. Let's start with that. So, for those of you who don't know, because I feel I have not been regular talking to you all and going live. So let's just back up the train. My life has been consumed by my family. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing. And you guys know, for some of you, I wrote a book this year. God helped me to write a book. Like, he wrote it through me. I was the vessel, he was the writer. And I got this idea in January, like, start doing it. And it came out in like 2 pieces. In April, I launched my ebook. So you can get it on Kindle, or you can just download it in general. Like, you can download the Kindle app. Like, you don't have to have an actual Kindle. But I wrote my book, and then I had to do a bunch of formatting and stuff, which, if y'all know me in technology, we don't go together. We are not peanut butter and jelly. We're like peanut butter and, I don't know, sauerkraut. Something not good. Not a good combo. Okay? That's me in technology. Takes a lot. Like, I have to work really hard to understand technology. That's just how I roll. So anyway, I was talking about technology. Now I don't even know what the heck I was talking about. So family stuff, right? I talked about that. What was I saying? Tell me. Tell me more. Tell me more about how to keep me on lock. I'm drinking my Trim Fit right now, so that has a little bit of naturally derived caffeine. So, book. Okay, the book. Okay, see? I'm telling you, it's crazy. So I had to format the book. And I ended up being able to publish my paper copy, like the hard copy, so to speak. When did I do that? June. I think it came out in June. I have been given a plan for a second book. Yes, Amanda, but I'm not going to work on that yet. I'm going to work on a workbook for my current book. So it can be more of like, I mean, it's a very practical book in general. Like, you can utilize the things that I talk about in the book and apply them to your own life, because that's what it is. It's a guide to, like, move from feeling like things are impossible and feeling stuck and feeling like you don't know where to go to I'm possible. Like, not impossible, I'm possible, right? So moving from feeling impossible to I'm possible, and starting to chase after your dreams and doing the thing, because we all are capable. And I am a firm believer that God truly put in your heart dreams that he wants you to have. Like, I don't believe we conjure up these things on our own. Like, I believe they're there for a reason. And even if it might not look exactly like what we picture it, I believe that God wants us to go out and try to achieve that. Okay? No matter how crazy, big, audacious, amazing it is. Hi, Steph. I'm great. How are you, girl? So, my book came out, did all the things in June. Okay? And the book will help those who want a little bit more direction and focus on, like, what they're trying to achieve. Oh, Stephanie, I'm so glad. That's fabulous. I'm so glad she's doing better. Praise Jesus. That's awesome. So after that, so around June, I felt like I was getting attacked, like spiritually attacked. I'm not trying to sound like woo woo or anything crazy, but like, I believe in that part of life. And I believe when we're doing God's kingdom work, and I wrote about this a little bit today on my post, but when we're doing God's kingdom work, Satan doesn't like that. He's like, ooh, I'm going to come after you. And he doesn't always come after us the same way, with the same temptations or the same struggles. Like, he comes at us in other ways. Other ways, he's cunning. I'm getting like goosebumps right now. He's cunning. He tries to, like, sneak attack. He tries to come at you in different ways so you don't recognize it until you're in it. And then you're like, oh crap, okay. So I felt that while I was actually still writing my book. And I believe he was trying to stop me from finishing it. I know I sound crazy, but it is what it is. Like, I know my truth, and I know that's what was happening. And thank God I was able to recognize it when it was, like, I was having, like, dark thoughts about myself when Dan and I got into a discussion, a disagreement. And Dan and I are very good about talking to each other and moving past disagreements and stuff and coming up with compromises and working through things. Like, we're very good at that. Like, God has blessed us in that because we weren't always that way. Like, we have really worked hard on developing ourselves and working on being better and the best versions of ourselves. So I recognized it and I was like, I need you to pray. And thankfully that happened. I went to bed, I woke up and I felt better. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be completely truthful and honest. I had a suicidal thought. That's what it was. And it wasn't me. It was not me. I'm telling you right now, like, was not me. I have never, ever thought about that. And just so you know, if you have ever thought about that, like, you're not bad, you're not anything, but you do need to ask somebody for help because God's not giving you those thoughts. I'm telling you right now, God is not giving you those thoughts. Any type of fear or anxiety or despair, that is not God. That is not Jesus. That is the evil one, and he wants to come after you. So I'm just telling you, those are the kind of things. And that has never happened to me, and that was one of the ways he came after me. And it was scary. It was a scary place to be. Okay, so that was like when I was writing my book. So at the tail end, probably in May, June, that happened. Maybe even a little bit sooner. Then, after I finished writing my book, I kind of just took a break. Like, there was a lot of mental work. You know what I mean? It was a lot of mental focus and things like that. And I took a break from, like, social media. Like, I was still here, but very short term here, you know, once in a blue moon. And for all of you who know me, I'm usually a workhorse, a workaholic. I was going live up until this year. I was going live like pretty regularly, like easily 3 times a week, somewhere usually in the range of 3 to 5 times a week. I was going live on my business page very regularly. And that's why I have so many amazing friendships, because I have met you guys through doing those things. So, which I thank you all for sticking it out with me, because this year was a rocky year for me. But it was one of the one, and I'm kind of paraphrasing some of the things. This was on my heart this morning. That's why I typed it up on my post. But this was probably one of the most challenging, tumultuous years of my life. Like, I haven't gone through as many hard things all at once as I did this year. I mean, I've gone through hard things, don't get me wrong, but for where I was at this year in my faith journey is so much stronger today than it was years ago when I went through other things. I feel like my faith was rocked a lot this year, but in a good way. I became so much closer to God because of it. So I started having some mental health issues, probably at the end of summertime. And I was like, I didn't go get tests or anything done. So like, I didn't have like an actual diagnosis, but I felt depressed. Like, and I had never really been in that dark of a spot. And not like to the other degree, like I said, where I was having those bad thoughts, like when I had Dan like pray over me and stuff. It wasn't to that degree, but I was just really sad and I wasn't motivated. That would be awesome, Amanda. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The first thing that pops into my head is that I am not qualified for that. But the other thing that pops into my head after that is that Jesus doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called, right? So that might be a good thing for us to venture into, as long as people know that I am not an expert. Plus, I can find resources too with people that would be able to provide value like that. But that would be awesome. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Okay, so fast forward to all of that. And I'm going to do a YouTube video on this too. I might even just upload this video that I'm talking to you guys about onto YouTube. Because I feel like I'm doing like kind of great, like a whole, I don't know, wrap up of like, hey, this is what's been going on this year, because I've kind of been MIA. I believe that when I was on my weight loss journey, I was desperate and I was looking for something that had worked before, that had worked before, which was the Optavia program. And I am not bad mouthing the Optavia program. I am not. Like, it helped me to lose 60 pounds. However, I gained 30 of it back. That was my problem. I gained the 30 back over time because I was not eating well. I was like binge eating. I finished that program right before Easter, and I seriously ate like all of my kids' Easter candy, like in like a 2-week time span. So, yeah, not a proud moment, but it's a truthful one, okay? Oh, that's awesome, Dawn. I love seeing family pictures and stuff. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. So, um, shoot, I got distracted. I'm talking about your family pictures. What did I see, guys? Oh, okay, my weight loss journey. So, I gained back some of the weight. So, I have lost some again, thank God. But I believe when I was on that program, because it is low calorie, I think that was not the only piece, but that in addition to my high stress levels, no, Dawn, it wasn't your fault. It's clearly a me issue, not a you issue, Dawn. But I was just like, shoot, what was I talking about? That in conjunction with like my very high elevated stress levels, my hormones were all out of whack. And as a result of that, I believe that was affecting my mind, my mental health, like substantially to the point where I wasn't even like a functioning human. And I didn't have any motivation to do anything. I literally, and this was the most important thing, so that's okay. But I literally did nothing else than homeschool my kids. Like that was all I could get through. And that was hard. But that's all I could do was homeschool my kids. So like I couldn't really muster up any energy to like talk about my favorite products. And can I even go a step further and be even more truthful with you? I really wasn't taking care of myself. Like I wasn't really doing skincare. I probably showered maybe once or twice a week. Not a proud moment, but I'm being honest. Okay. Like I had no ambition to care for myself. I wasn't really seeing value in myself. And I know none of that was normal. Hi, Christian. How are you? I know none of that was normal because I know why I should have good self-image and things like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave you guys there. So I started really diving in to what was going on. And one of my followers on here, Katie, if you're on here, Katie, eventually say hi. She recommended me to a clinic, a functional medicine clinic in Michigan, that I went and checked out. For real, Kat, it's so crazy, you know, like it's so crazy how like the first person we put on the back burner is ourselves with things. And I think part of that is like a female thing, a mom thing, even if you're not like a mom, like it's our nature, you know what I mean, to care for people. And so anyway, that was a big struggle for me. I went to this clinic. If you want more information about the clinic, I'm happy to give it to you if you're in Michigan, if you're my Michigan peeps. I almost like, whoo! I'm happy to give you, it's called the Bourne Clinic. It's in Grand Rapids. But they put me through a bunch of testing, and I go into this more in depth on like my YouTube and TikTok, so you can check it out there if you want to. But yes, it is so good. Oh, yay! That's awesome, Kat. I'm actually very interested in that too. That's awesome. How cool. I'm proud of you. Hi, Kristen. How are you? So, with that being said, they put me through some tests, and now currently, the only medicine I'm taking is bioidentical progesterone because that hormone level was not in sync with my other hormone levels. And a lot of you also know that Dan and I have been open to having more kids for like 3 years now, and it hasn't happened. And that's okay. Like in God's time, right? But I'm going to be 38 in January. And so my mind, the need for me to feel like I'm controlling that, which God is working on my heart a lot with control and submitting that to Him. I have thought that I would have been done with having kids by now. And who knows, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm leaving that up to Him. But I, like, when you've had kids before, but you're struggling to get pregnant now, that's called secondary infertility. And Dan would completely, I mean, I'm like giving you guys all of this stuff right now. Like, this is like the juicy stuff. Dan would literally say, well, we got to like try a little bit more, put the numbers in our favor, right? Which he's right. But even so, I track my cycle and stuff like that. I won't get into that super duper in depth, but if you ever have questions with that or something, I'm happy to help you. But anyway, that has not happened for us. Hi, Christina, how are you? And we just keep it, like, we keep it in prayer, and that's what it is. I know, Kristen. It's true. It's true. I do have time. And that's the other thing, is like just getting out of this mindset of like what you expect, the expectation of like what you think your life should look like. Like, we got to like get rid of that crap. That expectation can ruin you and your gratitude for your life now. If you aren't in life where you pictured yourself to be today, which, can I just say that all of us are that way? I bet you, I mean, I'd be surprised if there is somebody, but I bet you 99% of people would tell you that they are not in the spot in their life right now where they thought that they would be 5 years ago. If you rewind to 5 years before and you ask that person, where will you be in 5 years? They probably now would tell you that, no, I did not accomplish the things that I wanted, or my life looks different. And that's okay. Like, life happens. Like, we have to give ourselves like some credit for like what we've done. You know what I mean? Exactly. And that's okay. But here's the thing. When we have this expectation and our reality is here, we don't allow ourselves to see how good this is. We only see what we don't have. And that's where the lack of gratitude will cause all sorts of problems in our lives. And then we go into this deep, dark thought process and sometimes even give ourselves shame because of it. And that is not of God either. Any of that, like, not peaceful stuff. And I talk about this in my book and stuff too. But anyway, so that's what I started doing. I started going to the functional medicine doctor. That is a recent development on the medicine that I'm taking. Aside from that, I have been changing what I've been eating. I have been changing how I've been eating. I am working with my friend who is a doctor. She is in her residency, and she is very well versed. And she's a doctor who focuses on nutrition first and not medication. And I am not an anti-medicine person. However, I am a firm believer in looking at the root cause of what's going on instead of trying to mask the symptoms and get rid of the symptoms. Like, what is the problem that's causing the symptoms? Like, let's look there first. Hey, Stephanie, thank you. Oh, girl. Casey, that's a big deal, though. That's a big deal, girl. And you have a right to feel the feelings that you're feeling. Like, think about, like, how long you've had kids in your house and who you basically focused on these many years. Like, that's a huge change. So, like, trying to work through that, you totally can do. But that's the other thing, too, is that we have to give ourselves, yes, I talked about this before, like, I believe that, yes, we do have to give ourselves grace, but the better grace is to let us get Jesus's grace, because he's going to heal our hearts. Like, that's what the truth is, you know? Oh, good, Kay. I'm so happy. Like, that's what the truth is, you know what I mean? Like, that's where it's going to actually help you heal, again, going at the root cause of things, okay? And his grace is so much better than any grace I can give myself, because I can tell you right now, I'm way harder on myself than he is. Like, I don't want my grace. I want his grace. So, Hello, Lala. How are you? Yes. Happy holidays, all of the things. Nice to see you. So, rewind back to I've been changing my diet. I've been working with my friend. When I was on that program, okay, when I was on that health program, I was in a major calorie deficit, which threw me into my body into thinking that I was like not in starvation necessarily, but thinking that it needed to hold on to the food I was giving it because I wasn't getting enough. So I can tell you right now, I was around 1,100 calories or less on that program, which is not sustainable afterwards. And for me, it didn't work long term. It might work for other people, but for me, it didn't because I feel like in addition to all the stress that I had in my life, that increased cortisol, those stress hormones, and on top of the other things, because I was doing that from July 2021 until March of 2022. So I don't do math, but 12 minus 4 is 8. So I was on the program for like a little over 8 months. You know what I mean? That's a long time for your body to be dealing with that type of hormone fluctuation and stuff because different hormones change depending on, like, your body is like a message center, and like different things send messages to other different things to cause certain processes to happen in your body. Okay. One of the things that happens, which is why I believe my mental health was such a thing, is that the neurotransmitter serotonin, which is the hi, I'm happy and feel good and yay, my brain is happy. That neurotransmitter, 95% of it is made in your stomach, like in your gut. Okay. And that neurotransmitter sends my phone's phone just kind of cut out because it said that I had low battery. But that type of transmitter sends messages to your brain to release different hormones and chemicals that will create like you being in a good mood. Okay. And I wasn't in a good mood. I was in a sad mood. And it was like not good. So I am happy to report that since I started looking at that, which it's been a couple months, since I've been working with my friend, I literally eat like 1,900 calories now. I eat lots of protein, like a lot of it, because our bodies need it to rebuild and heal and things like that. I'm eating carbs, like a good, like I'm going to say a lot. I eat a lot of carbs, like better whole food type things. But my diet's not perfect. I just had a cheeseburger today. But like I'm counting what I'm eating. I'm looking at my macros. And I'm not giving you health advice, by the way. I'm just telling you what is happening with me. I'm looking at my macros. And then I'm also keeping track of doing more exercise because exercise is going to help too, which we're almost done. So I've been working with my health coach with that. And then I have found some really amazing supplements too that have been helping me. A probiotic is huge. I've been taking the Beautiful You one, and that's been helping me a lot. And can I tell you one thing? So I have an autoimmune disease. I have vitiligo. You can see it on my hands and body all over, different skin pigmentation things. But with autoimmune diseases, if your gut health is not good, rest of your body is in a ton of inflammation. So I started changing some of the foods that were causing the inflammation because inflammation causes disease. Okay? Inflammation in your body is not good. It causes disease. It causes more stress, which causes all the processes to change and not be good. Okay? Our health is so important, and I'm finally starting to realize that that's what I need to focus on. So ingredients matter, right? Ingredients matter that we're eating, that we're using, and that's one of the reasons why I was very compelled to look at this new company with makeup. No, like, naysay on pharmacy. I love the products and stuff, but I'm very cognizant now of the things I'm using. Am I perfect at it? No, and I never will be. I never will be. Thank you, Kat. And I'm so proud of you. Kat has been on a similar journey and stuff. So we've been chatting back and forth. I appreciate you, friend. You're amazing. I love you. I'm gonna start slowing this down a little bit. So with that being said, go a little bit. Oh, the boys just got home. So with that being said, I feel like I'm on a good routine. Hi, I'll be done in just a minute, okay? I feel like I'm on a good routine, and Roman just got sick. Okay. Dominic's pretty good usually. Like if people get sick, like Dominic's like the last one to get sick, and it's usually like the least amount of sickness usually in our household. Dan got sick for like a short time. He's usually pretty good for the most part. Me, I get sick, and I'm sick for the longest. And a lot of that is autoimmune related if your body is not functioning optimally. Okay, which, like I said, gut health is huge. Probiotics are huge for gut health. There's other things that are good for gut health too, not just probiotics, but probiotics help you to repair your gut so that you're able to function better, absorb nutrients that you're taking from food or supplements, and actually get them. Because our body can't do the work of absorbing and using the things if our gut is not, like that's where things are processed, is our gut. So if our gut health is not good, if we have a leaky gut where things are coming out of it and things like that. Yes, Kay. Well, that's another thing. Like, I mean, you've been on that road for a long time. And there are things that can help you that you're not allergic to, though. It's just hard, you know, because you do have so many more limits, and that's a struggle. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Because it is. It's hard. But I do know that there are things out there that can help. It's just a matter of actually finding them, right? And like you said, we were talking about this the other day, Kay and I were, there's a category of foods called nightshades that aren't good for people who have autoimmune disorders to consume. So I'm not saying all of them are bad. You kind of have to do like trial and error and see what works best for you and stuff. But there's some foods that I notice I don't feel good after I eat them. Some of that can sometimes be gluten for people. Like I'm not even like I did like a food sensitivity test. One of the things was wheat. I'm like, really? I'm not supposed to have a ton of wheat? I was eating a lot of wheat. So just knowing some of those things. And yes, you can get testing, but you don't have to do testing, like especially if you're not financially able to do that. You can trial different foods, like keep a journal. Like you can do something as simple as that. Keeping a journal of like when you're not feeling good, like go back and think, what did I just eat? Because usually those are like headaches. Sometimes those are triggered from things that you are eating. Is everything triggered by that? No, but sometimes it is. And sometimes we don't realize how much that's tied to things. You know what I mean? So anyway, I feel like I'm on a good path because I didn't get sick this time. I was like knocking on wood, like everywhere I could find wood. I was like, wood, knock. And that's my wall. But I was, because I was like, holy crap, I haven't been sick. Yeah, it's pretty insane. So I know that I'm onto something good for myself because it's been good. So here's the other thing. I've been dependent on energy drinks for a while, like years. Like not, okay, I haven't been. I started using sugar-free energy drinks when I was with Optavia because they were items that I could have and I needed energy. And so that's why I started drinking them more. I had drank them occasionally here and there before that, but I got hooked on them, and those are not good for your body. Okay. Even the sugar-free ones, like not good. They're not good. Okay. And I've been stuck on them. I've been taking a product with Reminiscence. It's called Ultra Nova. I literally started taking it on Monday was the first day. I started taking it in the afternoon because the shipment got here, and I already had an energy drink in the morning because, like I'm telling you, I woke up and I would feel like I was dead and I could not like get any energy, and I felt like I had to have an energy drink. Like that was how I felt. And since I've been taking that so Monday I took it after I had my energy drink. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6 days. I haven't had an energy drink in 5 of those 6 days. It is good for your gut. It is, Kat. It helps with all sorts of things. Okay. So if you want more information on that product, it's really good. So you can comment below hashtag gut health. There's a couple things I've been taking that I believe are helping me. Specifically, the Ultranova has been helping me with a better source, non-toxic type of energy. Like it has like dandelion in it. There's other things in it too, but like it's good ingredients that are plant-based. And that's what you need, are those types of things when you're going to supplement. Yes, get it from food, but we're not going to get everything from our food, so we do need to have some other things that are going to help us. How are you, Tammy? It's nice to see you. So the kids just got home with Dan, so I am going to let y'all go. I wanted to say this was like the whole point of me getting on here, aside from what we were just talking about, was that I have some VIP fun happening tonight. I'm going to be doing some fun sales for Christmas, getting ready for the holidays and stuff, if you still have any shopping that you need to do, or you just want to splurge on yourself. So you can comment below if you want an invite to that. You can comment below VIP, and I can get you situated on that, okay? And then, like I said, you can comment below hashtag gut if you want more information on the couple products that I've been taking that have been helping me with that too. So I'm going to let you go so I can hang out with my kiddos and Dan. But thank you for listening. This was a lot, but I felt like I needed to unpack some of what was going on and let you know. So because I'm working with the Reminiscence Company, if you are a pharmacy customer of mine, I am no longer with pharmacy. So if you still need pharmacy products, please message me and I will help get you hooked up with one of my friends who are still a rep, and we'll take good care of you. So, okay. I love you all. I will talk to you soon, and make sure that you're in my VIP group. Comment below hashtag VIP so I can add you, okay? Love you all. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will talk to you soon.